The vast expanse of the sky has always beckoned humanity, whispering tales of adventure and the unknown. In the annals of aviation history, few names resonate with the same power and intrigue as Amelia Earhart. A pioneer in the truest sense, Earhart defied conventions and shattered records, etching her name in the heavens as a symbol of courage, determination, and the boundless possibilities of the human spirit. Born in 1897, in an era when women were often confined to traditional roles, she dared to chase the clouds, becoming the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. Her accomplishments in the cockpit captivated the world, inspiring generations to reach for their dreams, no matter how audacious they may seem. But her story, like the skies she commanded, took a dramatic turn, disappearing into the realm of mystery and speculation. In the summer of 1937, Earhart embarked on her most ambitious adventure yet, a daring attempt to circumnavigate the globe in her trusty Lockheed Electra airplane. With her navigator, Fred Noonan, by her side, she set off on a journey that would forever alter her destiny. The world watched with bated breath as Earhart's journey unfolded, her progress chronicled in newspapers and radio broadcasts. Yet, as her Electra soared across continents, fate had a cruel twist in store. On July 2nd, 1937, while attempting to reach Howland Island, Earhart's transmissions fell silent. Her voice, once a beacon of hope and determination, lost to the static of a crackling radio. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart sent shockwaves across the globe. Search parties scoured the Pacific, but their efforts proved fruitless, yielding no trace of the missing aviatrix or her plane. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the world grappled with the unsettling reality that one of its brightest stars had vanished without a trace. In the absence of concrete answers, theories blossomed, each attempting to explain the inexplicable. Did Earhart's plane succumb to mechanical failure, plunging into the unforgiving depths of the Pacific? Did she and Noonan, low on fuel and disoriented, crash land on a remote island, their cries for help lost to the relentless roar of the ocean? Amelia Mary Earhart was born on July 24, 1897, in Atchison, Kansas. From a young age, she possessed an adventurous spirit, a thirst for knowledge, and a fascination with the wider world. Her childhood was marked by both privilege and unconventional experiences, shaping her into the independent and determined woman she would become. While her father's career as a railroad lawyer provided a comfortable upbringing, it was her unconventional mother who encouraged Amelia's adventurous spirit, fostering a love for exploration and a disregard for societal expectations. Young Amelia embraced the outdoors, climbing trees, riding her bicycle at breakneck speeds, and collecting insects with the same zeal she would later bring to her aviation pursuits. Her fascination with flight was first ignited at the Iowa State Fair in 1907, where she witnessed an early airplane, a rudimentary contraption of wood, wire, and canvas, take to the skies. The experience left an indelible mark on her young mind, planting the seeds of a dream that would one day take her soaring above the clouds. Taking flight from passenger to pilot. Amelia's fascination with aviation grew. In her early 20s, she attended an air show in California. Her first 10-minute flight left her exhilarated and determined to fly. She began flying lessons with Netta Snook, a pioneering female aviator. Soon she bought her first airplane, a yellow Kinner Airster biplane named Canary. Breaking barriers and setting records. Amelia's early flying experiences were not without challenges. Aviation in the 1920s was still in its infancy, and women pilots faced skepticism and prejudice. Undeterred, Amelia embraced every opportunity to hone her skills, participating in air races and performing aerial stunts that showcased her exceptional abilities and challenged the prevailing notion that flying was a man's domain. Her determination and tenacity caught the attention of George Putnam, a publisher who recognized Amelia's potential as both an aviator and a symbol of female empowerment. Putnam became Amelia's manager and later her husband, playing a crucial role in promoting her career and securing the financial backing she needed to pursue increasingly ambitious flying feats. In 1928, Amelia achieved international fame as the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. Piloting the Fokker F.VB/3M monoplane Friendship, she completed the treacherous journey from Newfoundland to Wales in just under 21 hours, enduring storms, equipment malfunctions, and fatigue to etch her name in aviation history. A life dedicated to aviation. Amelia's transatlantic flight catapulted her to superstardom. She became a global icon, her accomplishments celebrated worldwide. Amelia used her fame to advocate for women's rights and promote aviation. She embarked on lecture tours, sharing her experiences. She authored best-selling books chronicling her adventures. Amelia's impact on aviation extended beyond her flights. She was a founding member of the 99s, supporting female pilots. Her courage and spirit cemented her legacy in aviation history. In the spring of 1937, with the world eager for her next adventure, Amelia Earhart announced her most audacious undertaking yet, a flight around the world. This wouldn't be just any circumnavigation. Earhart aimed to conquer the globe at its widest point, following the equator as closely as possible, a feat never before accomplished by man or woman. Her chosen steed for this daring endeavor was a sleek, silver Lockheed Model 10E Electra, a twin-engine marvel of its time. Alongside her trusted navigator, Fred Noonan, Earhart meticulously planned the route, a challenging path spanning over 29,000 miles, with stops on 4 continents and countless unknowns lurking along the way. On June 1, 1937, under the watchful eyes of the press and a world captivated by her ambition, Earhart took off from Oakland, California. The Electra, christened with the name Friendship, roared into the sky, carrying with it the hopes and dreams of a nation captivated by the allure of exploration and the indomitable spirit of its pilot. The initial legs of Earhart's journey were a testament to her skill and determination. She navigated the challenges of long-distance flying with characteristic grace, her progress tracked by a global audience captivated by her every move. The Electra soared over lush rainforests, vast deserts, and sparkling oceans, each successful landing met with cheers and celebrations. Earhart's journey was not without its share of close calls and setbacks. Mechanical issues, inclement weather, and the sheer exhaustion of long hours in the cockpit tested the limits of both pilot and machine. Yet through it all, Earhart's spirit remained unyielding, her determination fueled by the belief that the greatest challenges often yielded the most rewarding triumphs. From the bustling cities of South America to the scorching sands of Africa, Earhart's journey captured the world's imagination. Her radio transmissions, crackly and faint yet filled with her trademark optimism, provided a lifeline to those following her progress. Each update a testament to the power of human resilience and the enduring allure of the unknown. As Earhart and Noonan neared the end of their journey, the most perilous leg lay ahead, a 2,556-mile flight from Lae, New Guinea to Howland Island. Howland Island, barely a mile and a half long, was their crucial refueling stop. Navigating to such a small target pushed their skills and equipment to the limit. The Electra was heavily laden with fuel, making the takeoff tense. As they left New Guinea, the vast Pacific Ocean stretched before them. Despite the challenges, Earhart and Noonan pressed onward, their determination unwavering. On July 2, 1937, as dawn broke over the Pacific, the world waited anxiously for news of Earhart's arrival on Howland Island. The U.S. Coast Guard cutter Itasca, stationed near the island to assist with Earhart's landing, strained to pick up her radio transmissions. Static crackled across the airwaves, punctuated by fragments of Earhart's voice, her tone a mixture of determination and growing concern. Earhart reported dwindling fuel reserves, difficulty locating the island in the hazy conditions, and frustration with unreliable radio communications. Her voice, once a beacon of confidence, now carried a hint of urgency as Earhart radioed the U.S. Coast Guard ship Itasca, stationed near Howland Island, reporting fuel running low and an inability to locate the island due to poor visibility and communication issues. In her final words, We are on the line 157-337. We are running north and south. This is a testament to the perilous situation unfolding thousands of feet above the ocean. Then, silence. The most widely accepted explanation for Amelia Earhart's disappearance is a tragic yet straightforward one, that her plane, starved of fuel, crashed into the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean near Howland Island. This theory, while heartbreaking in its simplicity, aligns with the known facts of her final flight and the unforgiving nature of aviation in the 1930s. Earhart's last transmissions painted a picture of dwindling fuel reserves and difficulty locating Howland Island in challenging weather conditions. Given the Electra's limited range and the navigational challenges of the era, running out of fuel over the open ocean was a very real and perilous possibility. The fact that no definitive wreckage from Earhart's Electra has ever been found, despite numerous expeditions, lends credence to the idea that it could be resting on the ocean floor, lost to the depths. Among the most persistent and intriguing theories surrounding Amelia Earhart's disappearance is the Gardner Island hypothesis. This theory proposes that Earhart and Noonan, unable to locate Howland Island, may have landed their plane on Gardner Island, now known as Nikumaroro, a remote atoll located several hundred miles southeast of Howland. Proponents of the Gardner Island theory point to several pieces of circumstantial evidence. The island's location, along Earhart's intended flight path, makes it a plausible, albeit challenging, landing spot. Furthermore, several expeditions to Nikumaroro have uncovered artifacts that hint at a possible connection to Earhart and Noonan. The Japanese capture theory, prisoners of war or victims of circumstance. The years leading up to World War II were a time of heightened tensions in the Pacific. The Japanese military was expanding its influence, and suspicions ran high between Japan and the United States. Against this backdrop of geopolitical intrigue, a theory emerged suggesting that Amelia Earhart's disappearance was no accident, but rather the result of a deliberate act by the Japanese military. Proponents of the Japanese capture theory propose that Earhart and Noonan, either intentionally or inadvertently, strayed into Japanese territory or were mistaken for spies. The theory speculates that their plane was either forced down or landed due to mechanical issues, and they were subsequently captured by Japanese forces. Shadows of espionage, the spy mission theory. One theory stands out for its audacity and air of clandestine operations, the spy mission theory. It proposes that Earhart's flight was a cover for a secret intelligence gathering mission. Proponents point to her connections to influential figures in the US government and her passion for aviation. They speculate her flight was an opportunity to gather intelligence on Japanese activities in the Pacific. The theory suggests her disappearance was a consequence of this mission, with her plane being shot down or captured by Japanese forces. Or it was a deliberate act to allow Earhart to assume a new identity and continue her intelligence work. While often dismissed as the stuff of spy novels, it highlights the atmosphere of secrecy and suspicion of the pre-World War II era. The possibility that Earhart could have been recruited for such a mission adds another layer of intrigue to her mystery. Among the many theories surrounding Amelia Earhart's disappearance, perhaps the most intriguing is the notion that she survived her ill-fated flight and lived out her days under a new identity. This theory, often referred to as the Irene Bolam theory, captured the public imagination. Irene Bolam bore a striking resemblance to Earhart and lived a quiet life in New Jersey. Bolam, who worked as a bank executive, shunned publicity, fueling speculation. However, the Irene Bolam theory has been thoroughly debunked. Extensive research confirmed that Irene Bolam was a separate individual with no connection to Amelia Earhart. Despite the lack of evidence, the theory persists in popular culture. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart continues to captivate the imagination, inspiring countless researchers and amateur sleuths. Technological advancements offer new avenues for investigation. Modern expeditions, armed with sophisticated sonar equipment and underwater drones, have scoured the ocean floor. These searches have yielded tantalizing clues, but no definitive proof, The dedication of these modern-day explorers keeps the hope of discovery alive. Even as modern technology is employed in the search for Amelia Earhart, researchers continue to pore over the clues left behind in the years following her disappearance, hoping to glean new insights from the past. The artifacts discovered on Nikumaroro and the anecdotal accounts from islanders all provide threads of a mystery that remains unresolved. DNA testing, a tool unavailable in Earhart's time, has been employed to analyze the bones found on Nikumaroro. While initial tests proved inconclusive, the possibility of extracting viable DNA offers a glimmer of hope. Decades after her presumed death, Earhart was inducted into the National Aviation Hall of Fame in 1968 and the National Women's Hall of Fame in 1973. Several commemorative memorials in the United States have been named in her honor. These include a commemorative U.S. airmail stamp, an airport, a museum, a bridge, a cargo ship, an earth-filled dam, a playhouse, a library, and multiple roads and schools. Amelia Earhart's disappearance continues to inspire books, documentaries, and films. Her story symbolizes adventure, courage, and enduring mystery. Despite advanced technology and numerous searches, the fate of Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan remains unresolved, making it one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. Amelia Earhart's story is a tapestry woven from threads of triumph, adventure, and enduring mystery. Her pioneering spirit and unwavering determination continue to inspire generations long after her disappearance. The true legacy of Amelia Earhart lies in her indomitable spirit that propelled her to soar above limitations and redefine what was possible. Though her journey was cut short, her impact on aviation and her message of courage and perseverance continue to resonate. She dared to dream big and inspire others to do the same. The mystery of her disappearance may never be solved, but her spirit continues to soar, reminding us that the pursuit of our dreams is a journey and risk worth taking. We hope you enjoyed exploring these facts with us. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more Beyond the Edge mysteries.